Hey guys, this discussion post is based on the Netflix series Black Mirror, season one, episode three, called the entire history of you. Sorry, I've seen this episode before once, but it was really nice to see it again, so I can catch some of the things I didn't catch the first time, which I was able to. And jumping into the first question, it says, "What are your thoughts about the episode in relation to memory?" So first off, memory is the process of encoding, storage, and retrieval. Throughout this episode, we were able to catch various scenes where the main character was encoding, storaging, and retrieving his memories. Encoding was pretty, as I from my perspective, encoding was pretty much him living day by day basis. Making memories as his goal. That's him encoding. Storaging was obviously that's within the process. You store your memory. You're always gonna remember that. Um, a way to clarify him that he was actually storing his memories was him turning on his like little memory thing and using the little controller thing that they had to go back to a marked date, and they were able to retrieve that, which is retrieval retrieval, and then they were able to recall that, and they were even also able to put it on the screen, analyze it themselves, and just relive that memory all over again. Second question states, the book discusses how certain parts of the brain affect memory. Describe the scene and episode and discuss what parts of the brain are being utilized in respect to that particular scene. First off, I believe that the amygdala is used in memory formation because the main job of it is to regulate emotions such as fear and aggression. We There was a scene that he was really aggressive when he was drinking, really aggressively talking to his wife about what he was overthinking about, and the amygdala pretty much just plays a role in how memories are stored because storage is influenced by stress hormones. Secondly, I believe that the hippocampus is also associated in memory because it is, as well as declarative and episodic memory, is also used for recognition memory. The, the cerebellum is also used as the processing procedural memories. Pretty much him learning to drive, learning to do stuff. That's the main role of the cerebellum. Sorry, cerebellum. And also the prefrontal cortex. It that appears to be involved in remembering semantics tasks, and yeah, I believe those are the parts of the brain that affect memory. In regards to the second part of the question, it says describe the scene in the episode and discuss what parts of the brain are being utilized in respect to a particular scene. How I was saying previously, whenever he was drinking, and analyzing what he was analyzing with his wife and that other guy talking, I think his amygdala was really being used because his stress really just elevated immensely. The Since its main job is to regulate fear and aggression, I think his aggression came from that, and his fear of maybe possibly going insane and losing her also came from the amygdala. Third question states, how could this implant eventually eliminate memory problems in regard to memory construction and eyewitness misidentification? I believe that this implant could eventually eliminate memory problems because, I mean, as we can see throughout the episode, we were able to see that they were able to go back to whichever memory they wanted to. Just think of the memory, remember that when it was, what year, and easily pull it back up, able to see that memory, anything that happened within that day. I think the cons about that though could be that the brain is not being entirely used. I know some parts of the brain are being used within memory, but having that implant really just minimizes your brain usage. I think it's really more electronic wise than actually mind use. I do think though that it could be really cool to have eyewitness identification, like within, like you could see a person and see their name, see anything about it. I think that would be eventually cool to add to implant. But I think because there's many people that are twins that look alike, that have similar face structures, I think that anything can go wrong with electronics. Anything can go wrong. So I think there's many misidentifications that could happen in the future, perhaps. And yeah, that is all for this discussion. And thank you.